Welcome to a new edition of Showtime with Coop, insightful BS with my Laker teammates and NBA legends. But today, we're going to go solo, Nick. And
I'm the legend. I'm the legend, Coop. I'm the legend today.
Okay, you'll be the legend. Yeah,
in my own, in between my own ears.
Showtime with Coop is powered by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.
Well, you know what? That's what the Celtics are like now, that they made some bad moves, I think. But we'll talk about that later. But first, we want to talk about some good and bad news. But it's been good talking about Bronny, LeBron James' son, had a heart arrest. Young man that I know so well. Our kids have played together. My son Niels and Bronny, he's been over to my house. We went to Disneyland one time, and I am just praying and wishing them the best. Young man that possibly could do something that's never been done in the NBA, and that's play with his father. And you know what, Nick, I'm rooting for that all the way because I would love to see that. Bronny's an exceptional player playing off the University of Southern Cal out here in Los Angeles. And, you know, it's a testament to the medical field on all these universities. When he went down and the medical unit got to him real quick and possibly saved his life. But again, he went to the hospital in ICU. He's out of ICU now. So prayers up, Bronny, to you, man. Lovely young man, and obviously LeBron and his family and all that. We're wishing them nothing but the best, and I know he'll bounce back. Any thoughts?
For real? Yeah, just scary. Good thing that like you said, the medical, personnel was competent. But anytime you get an athlete cardiac arrest, it's frightening. So most importantly, full recovery in our prayers, and it seems he's on that route. Hopefully he'll be able to play ball again. I haven't heard about that, but that's secondary, right? And prayers to LeBron and his family, too. That's just a scary situation.
We got our fingers crossed with Bronny. Exceptional, talented young man. Can't wait to see him have well, I'd like to say 4-year career, but I doubt he'd do 4 years. If he has 1 or 2 good years, he will be in the NBA very, very soon. So love and wishes to that family. Now, absolutely. Nick, you had stated something about between the ears or something like that. Well, let's go ahead and get started because the team I love to hate and then hate to play against, the Boston Celtics. Now, you know what? I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm in the process of finishing up my big 3, which is the 3-on-3, the Ice Cube League. Having a tough season there, but we fought our way back into it. So I'm not around as much to pay attention because I'm gone from Thursday to Sunday. But the funny part about all this is I'm coming to Boston Garden this weekend. So you got to be there.
I will be there. You are coming about to you are what day, what time, man? We'll be there.
Our game is Sunday. I arrive on Friday. Maybe you and I can finally meet personally. Dinner.
Yeah. Well, we've met before, Coop, but maybe it's 3 years later. Before, we look a little older.
Time has been there. Yeah. So I'm coming to Boston. And I'm going to act real crazy when I get there. I'm going to spit on the floor. I'm going to do some things in the locker room. I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff that I couldn't do as a player, but I can do now. So we're coming to Boston. But again, speaking about the Celtics.
Wait a minute. No. Look at the smile on my face, dude. Like, wait a minute. What time is the game? Are the games Sunday? How does it work? Tell your listeners. You have a lot of Boston listeners.
Okay, we're in Boston. The games are, I believe, you have to go go to the Big 3 schedule. But I believe we're the first game. Three's Company is my team, started by Allen Iverson 5 years ago 6 years ago when they started this. It was his team, and he gave up on it. So now I took over as a captain. I had Baron Davis my first year. But now this year, we're fighting to stay alive. We got Michael Beasley. We got Mario Chalmers. I picked up a young kid named Perry Jones. So we picked up 2 new players, but we're fighting for our lives and staying. Trilogy is the champion from last year. Have won the championship in the Big 3 previous years of the 6 years. So it's going to be a good game. You have some of the Hall of Famer coaches.
I can't wait.
Gary Payton. You got
Can you
Dr.
get me a press pass? Can you get me a press pass?
I'm going to get you in. Yeah, with me. You come, I'm going to get you there.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
I'm going to call you Saturday. I'm in town.
Well, we're getting together for dinner this weekend, Coop. There's no doubt about it.
For sure.
Drinks at least. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, man, I am so pumped you sprung this on me.
Yeah, I'm going to surprise you with it, but hey, let's
I might even get my reporter to go over there and cover the games and do some writing on it because it brings more publicity. I don't know anybody, like I'm sure a lot of people in Boston know, but how did I not know about it? My co-host is part of the Big Three league. I don't understand.
You should. So it's going to be fun.
I am so excited, dude. I'm so excited.
But the fun part about it is we got different aspects to our game. We have the 4-point shot. So we have big score out there near half court. We got guys that can hit that shot consistently. Michael Beasley is very good at that 4-point shot. And then we have something called fireball. And if you go into the basket and I foul you, and my coach or Michael Cooper, I say, you know what, that wasn't no foul. So I go hit this red button. These fire things shoot out.
Up.
You and I got to go one-on-one for that point.
I am going to pump this up all weekend on my Twitter handle. I can't wait to get there.
Big Three is coming to the Garden.
No, wait a minute. When was the last time? Were you ever in the new Garden?
Yeah, we were there. We were in Boston about before COVID hit. That was the last time. But
did you go to a Celtics game?
What?
You didn't? Oh, you were there with the Big Three.
I was there with the Big Three.
Okay,
we
so that's
about
so you've yet to see a Celtics game there. But will you play on the parquet?
Nick, I don't want to see a Celtics game there.
Unless it's the finals.
Exactly.
Then you're going.
There you go.
Well, I'll find out the rest later. Go ahead. You can bash the Celtics.
We're coming to Boston.
Yeah,
and speaking of Boston, you love to hate a team. You love to hate a team, but I really hate it when they're down. And the Celtics haven't come so far through all the turmoil they had in the playoffs and stuff like that. Again, they should have, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, losing to Miami in 7, bash them. And then the funny part about it is they lose at home. How does the Celtics team lose at home? But we won't get too far into that. But now you go into the offseason and you're thinking, okay, what do we need to do to get over the hump? What do we need to do to get better? And the Boston Celtics take 3 steps backwards. How do you do that? You trade Grant, you lose Grant Williams, or when you trade him for you fuck around and lose Marcus Smart, your heart and soul of your team. And you know what? I love Jaylen Brown. I think he was oversigned. And you know what? That's going to cause a lot of turmoil. A great contract for him, generational wealth for him and his family. And if I have to say kudos to him, I mean, you playing the game the way it's being played and you get the big money, but also with the big money comes big responsibility, baby. So that means you got to come through every single night. Think of the people that have been in your position that wasn't paid that kind of money. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, parents, you can name so many, Bill Russell, players like that. Okay, you got the big money. Now you're going to have to carry that big weight on your shoulder. No, you got to come play. And there's going to be nights where you got to come play hurt. And I ain't talking about giving me 15, 20 on big games. The must-win games, you got to give me 30, 35, 40 on some nights. So, again, not being a player hater, okay, because it's the Boston Celtics. I hate anything about them either way it goes. But again, just talking about the responsibility of wanting and receiving a max contract like that. And again, like I say, hey, that's up to him.
Coop, how does the pressure change now for Jaylen Brown? I mean, obviously, everything becomes fair criticism-wise at this point. How does it change?
Well, it changed. You're going to be counted on more, okay? You can't go hide and can't go stand over the side. You can't be missing shots. There's going to be nights
turnovers.
You know what? He is in the position now to where he may have to go on any given night. He may have to go 2 for 30. That's where he put himself in because you got to shoot the ball. I don't need you. I mean, I want you to make basketball plays, and if people are open, you got to give it to them. But when we need a bucket, you got to find a way through, and you got to get a bucket or make something happen with your teammate.
Showtime with Coop is powered by FanDuel. Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets. Guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet.
Now, enough about Jaylen Brown.
Wait, one more thing. So you said in the beginning, maybe oversigned. So I'll ask you straight out. If Jaylen was a Laker or you were the GM of the Celtics, God bless you, would you have signed him to that max contract, Supermax?
I think in today's game, to keep your marquee players, yes,
You got it.
I would have been biting my thumb. I'd have been biting my blood would have been coming out of my mouth, and I wouldn't have been able to say yes. I'd have been able to go but I would have been bleeding. But in today's game, that's what it's. Yeah, hey, Tatum is next. Tatum is the next one coming up.
It's going to be a $600 million, two players. $750 million, Coop. Would you ever imagine that back in the day? Your whole roster didn't make that much.
Well, you know, it was surprising when Dr. Buss signed Magic to that $25 million. People thought, wow, that was okay. Look at the game today. Look at the money.
And he kind of took a screw in Magic, if you think about it, because later in his career, he probably could have gotten 5-10 in 1 year, right? Or no?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so he went for stability, but that was like crazy $25 million. People were like, Dr. Buss is out of his mind.
But you know what? Magic was worth that. And again, I mean, if Jaylen Brown, is Jaylen Brown really, really putting people in the seats alone? I don't think so. I think he's doing it through the course of his team, and they got a very good basketball team. So, you know, he's allowed to do that. But if you look at Magic's situation, Magic was putting people in them seats because of the way he played, the things he did.
Yep. So, from day one of training camp, right? You were there that preseason, right? Where there was people
the whole ride, baby. You know, it was an exhibition game. We were playing the game. Magic was just doing his thing. We were all playing, and we were all relatively new, trying to find our way. First exhibition game, Kareem turns around and hits a game winner at the free throw line or something like that. Magic went berserk. And you know what? People hadn't seen that in the NBA. And they were very, very, that was the allure of Magic, is that he brought everybody in, jumped in Kareem's arms, hugging Kareem. And Kareem's like, what you doing, dude? He goes, we won. He said, dude, you know this is an exhibition game. This ain't count. But I loved it. I loved it. And he had us going crazy. In the
Spencer Hayward was going crazy. Like, he never even smiled, you know? Guys
so
who never
that's
smiled.
what Magic brought. And that's what Dr. Buss was paying for. Is Jaylen Brown that? No. Can Jaylen Brown score? I do think. And in today's game, you know, again, the money, some people may say he's not worth it, but in today's game, he's worth it. And you give it to him. But again, you know, the whole pressure situation has changed for him. You're not allowed to, in a sense, and we're just saying this, he will have some bad games this season. We hope not too, well, I hope a lot. Celtics fans hope not too many. Well, especially have a bad game when they play the Lakers. But again, you can't go hide. You can't go hide, man. You can't fake hurt, because you got to play through some pain now, because that's a lot of money. And you got to look at this, you know, the ordinary person will never, ever see that kind of money in his lifetime unless you hit the lottery or something like that. So people get up and go to work. They get up when they're sick. They get up when they're not feeling well. They get up when things aren't going wrong. My car has a flat tire, but I got to find a way to work. You got to get there. And he has put himself in that position now. You got to come to work every single night. And with the moves they're making, they're going to make it real hard on him, because that Marcus Smart, that one there, that's smart.
A hurt. That hurts. What do you think of Porzingis? What do you think of Porzingis?
Then you go get that guy. Who the hell is he? He couldn't even this guy, you know what, though? The one thing I say about him is that he looks like a Celtic.
He does look like a big white guy. He looks clumsy.
He looks
Celtic.
like a Celtic. That guy there was a flop in Dallas, was a flop in Washington. Where did he play last year?
He had a good season last year in Washington.
Get out of
but
here,
Washington
man.
won 3 games, so it didn't matter. You know?
The Lakers, though. This guy was brought over here from Europe. He was brought over here to be a marquee player, which never, to be a
game changer. He was supposed to change.
Who?
Wembanyama. He was supposed to be like a Wembanyama. He was like a game changer. It never happened.
Never.
No.
But okay. Speaking about Victor, that kid's gonna be good, man. Ooh, I really do believe. I think he's gonna struggle 1, maybe 2 years, but once he figures it out, he's gonna be a good player, I think.
Coop, he's got the support system in San Antonio. I mean, those guys are huddled around him, right? You see David Robinson comes out of they dust off the cobwebs off the captain, right? Bring him out, and you got the Admiral, and you got
Tim
Duncan there, and Ginobili. I mean, everybody's there. So he's got Pop. He's got Pop as a coach.
That's why I said, and I never ever said this. I just believe. I never think that the NBA draft is rigged or anything like that. I just think it's a luck thing. But boy, can the luck be even more on this kid's side? When they got down to after when they were doing the lottery pick, and San Antonio hadn't gone, and when they got to the third one, I said to myself, he's going to San Antonio. I knew it.
Yeah,
what a great coach for him. Popovich is a great coach. You got great mentorship around him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the biggest one, you got Tony Parker, Ginobili, but the biggest three is going to be Pop, Duncan, and Robinson. They're going to groom that kid. They're going to handle him with kid gloves, but they will be hard on him. And I think they will spend a lot of time in practice, away from the viewing eyes, and working with that kid. That's why I say, and that's why I think you have to add Ginobili in there, because this kid here is out of the norm. He's not that normal 7'6", 7'7" guy now. This kid can play. He can put the ball on the floor, so you got to put some ball handling in there. Let Ginobili work with his ball handling. I think
what about having him work a little bit or at least talk to Ralph Sampson? I mean, I think there's a comparison there, no?
Are you serious, Nick?
Ralph was pretty ahead of his time in that size and everything. He was like 7'4", wasn't he? No?
You know what? I love Ralph Sampson. I love Ralph Sampson, the guy. I love him. Ralph's been on our show. He was on very early. That's the thing. I saw Ralph at a signing about a month ago. Love Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson, the player? No.
Why not?
What? No.
Isn't that the comparison there? Isn't that the comparison?
No, there's no comparison. Ralph can't put the ball on the floor like this and shoot and go get his missed rebound and dunk it. Ralph wasn't that kind of player. Ralph was a true back-to-the-basket center, good passer and stuff. Again, like I said, I love
He hit
Ralph
a mid-range shot over the Lakers, I think, in '86 that bobbled around the rim and had you on the ground. You were like laying on the ground.
You're going to go there now. You're going to go there with that now. Okay, all right, yeah, all right.
Speaking of the Lakers.
Listen, if you want to add Ralph in the mix, put him in the mix, man. But I don't think so.
How about Manute Bol?
I think in 3 years, this kid will have San Antonio playing for a Western Conference title.
Oh, yeah. And the league will be better for it. The league's better when San Antonio's good.
But I don't think he's the person that can do it. You got to add some pieces to him. And they're going to have to grow with him. But I don't think he's the one player. And again, I think physicality is going to be his biggest issue. Right now, they're kind of guarding him. But as the league goes on and he starts playing, that's going to be a big part. But who do you play him with? I think your normal center, it doesn't do anything for him. So how do you guard him? How do you guard him?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't, especially the way he can handle the ball and stretch the floor. Who do you put on him? The normal center can't really defend that far out. Not efficiently. Right? Yeah.
The Joker can't handle him because he'll go by the Joker.
Oh, no, right? He'll go right by him. He'll go right by him.
Who else is there? I think AD will probably be the closest one to be able to deal with him a little bit. But he's shooting over AD. AD's hand's not going to mean anything to him. That kid's 7'6", 7'7". And he's looking over
Porzingis.
Okay, back to the Celtics like we were talking about. But anyway, the Celtics big three. Listen to this. To me, this is what I got on my paper. Celtics big three, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis.
Come on now. I mean, Celtics fans are comparing this to KG. I'm like, are you nuts? Like, are you even on the same planet?
Who? They comparing Jaylen Brown?
No, the delusional Celtics fans are comparing, the ones that wear the green goggles that the Celtics can never do any wrong. They're comparing the Porzingis signing to the Garnett signing in 2008. I'm like, you weren't even born in 2008. So, like, just stop. Because you sound stupid.
Listen, Nick, I'm going to tell you something. Them guys wearing those green glasses are aliens, man. They're not true Celtics.
You got them, too. They wear yellow goggles. You got them. All right. Now we're moving.
Somebody's cable is messed up. It must be mine because you're freezing up like a big time.
That's that Spectrum cable there. That's what that is.
Hey, we're in the thick of summer, folks.
and you're looking for wholesome, convenient meals that'll support your lifestyle, that'll get you ready to go, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful and nutritious ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. They'll save time, eat well, stay on track in reaching your goal. It's Factor. Skip the extra trip to the grocery store. No chopping, prepping, and cleaning up, but you'll still get a flavorful and nutritional quality meal. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is eat and enjoy. Then get back outside and soak up that warm weather. Looking for calorie-conscious options this summer? Try delicious, dietitian-approved, calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. With Factor, you can rest assured you're making a sustainable choice. This July, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/Showtime50 to get 50% off. That's code Showtime50 at factormeals.com/Showtime50 to get 50% off.
Anyway, we go. Excuse me. We're gonna get off the Celtics and let's jump on this Laker wagon right here. This wagon right here. Let's jump on this for a moment.
Go ahead. How's the Lakers off season?
Well, again, haven't paid too much attention, but I've been kind of like talking to certain people, getting my little updates. I'm liking and hearing some of the things that they've done. Right now, if you were to, well, we're not gonna get into that. The Lakers are playing, are doing good moves. I think that Vincent moved the steal from the Miami Heat and bringing that young man. He has a chance to start as a point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers with Reeves playing next to him. I think the signing of D'Angelo Russell was not big on him, but again, to get him at that price, I think is okay. I think D'Lo did a good job for the Lakers this year. Didn't come through in the clutch, but again, he didn't have to, and that's one of the luxuries of playing with the Lakers as a guard, because when it's winning time, the ball's gonna be in LeBron's hands anyway. So all you got to do is be ready to shoot, and I think that's where Vincent will pay off big dividends for him. Hachimura has come on toward the end. I think he's going to be a big pivotal piece. You could possibly see AD, LeBron, Hachimura line up for long minutes throughout the course of a game. I think defensively you're good in that aspect. You're big. You're able to switch all three of those positions, and you still got scoring. I think Hachimura is he's a tough matchup one-on-one. So Lakers are heading in the right direction. I want to see what else they're going to make, and obviously there's going to be many moves once the season starts. You may see 1 or 2 moves, but it won't be like the Celtics throwing away a championship.
Come on. I will tell you, Gabe Vincent is a huge pickup for you guys. Huge. I haven't seen him 7 games in the Eastern Conference. I think he got injured. Even with the injury, he's just really good. He can shoot the ball. He could handle the ball. And you don't have to bring Schroeder back, and I think that to me is a huge pickup. LeBron could handle the ball less. It was a good offseason for Pelinka.
Yeah, I agree with you. And again, they're making some moves. I think the Lakers learn. Now, if you look back and you open up the periscope a little bit, because you don't have to finite so much on anyone, open up the periscope, look at the teams that you're going to have to beat. Obviously, the champions are Denver Nuggets. You have to look at them. I think the other team is going to be Memphis, although Jaws really messed that team up and they moved some pieces.
But Marcus is going to be very good there. He's going to be a stabilizing force for Ja Morant.
Yep. I really believe that. So, and the Golden State Warriors, you can't knock the champs out with the re-signing of Draymond Green, bringing him back. I think it's going to add a new piece. I think you're seeing the last breath of a championship team in Golden State, because they're getting older and they're worn and torn. And I think they're going to give it one more big hoorah. But if they don't I don't see them beating the Lakers, but they're going to make it very, very tough in the West for the Lakers to advance. And now with this new thing, the in-season tournament, I don't really know how that goes. I just heard about that.
I don't really understand it.
Well, you know what? It's something like the WNBA has going.
Really?
The WNBA has an in-season tournament or championship.
What is do you well, in the WNBA? What's you win money, but there's got to be some playoff implication with it, no?
Yeah, well, I think it's a seeding. I really don't know anything about it. I'm used to the old school. Let's play, and the best team with the best record come out and win. Now
that's kind of what I want. All these gimmicks kind of annoy the hell out of me. I mean, when you have an all-star game that is so piss poor, and then you're going to put in more gimmicks, how about make your players play? The ones that are getting paid, like make them play. And get rid of the flopping and some of the pussy defense, you know, where you can't touch anyone. They put in this flopping rule. It's so did you hear about the flopping rule?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, LeBron's in big trouble, dude. I mean, he's king flopper. So he'll never
what happens if you flop? What happens?
It's a two-shot technical, and the opposing team gets the ball. It's a big penalty. So, but it's giving so much subjectivity to the refs that they're just gaining more and more control. I don't know. I think first clean up your load management. Let's make the fans happy first. Let's sell tickets and let them actually see the players play. That's number one, in my opinion.
Both home and away. I believe that.
Yeah, please.
Guys pick and choose when they're gonna play. How you do that? I'm paying you. That's another thing. Jaylen Brown, I want to see you out there 82 times, man.
I got to be honest with you, Coop. I got to disagree with you on that. And I'm not a big Jaylen Brown guy, but let me tell you, our 2 stars in Boston, they got to force them to sit. I mean, Jason will not sit. He will not load manage. And Jaylen's only really sat when he's been injured. So a lot of the other stuff you're saying, I completely agree with. But those 2 stars, they play their balls off. They want to play every game. And I'm not a Jaylen guy. I don't dislike him, but I'm not a fan. I don't think they should have signed him to that contract, though. I don't think they had another choice. But I think the NBA needs to clean that up before they start putting in these gimmicks and paying people more money. I mean, the winning team, I mean, it's a drop in the bucket, pennies on the dollar, but they get $500,000 a piece. I know that. The winning team, who wins the in-season tournament. So that means nothing to a guy like Jaylen Brown now, but a 12th man, that means a lot to, I would think, or a rookie, that means a lot to. It would mean a lot to me, Coop. $500,000.
You know what? I'm going to always hate on the Celtics, so you can say what you want. Jaylen plays every time. I'm saying he must play now. I
agree.
Got to play.
I agree.
But you know, we got our stars out here to sit. LeBron, AD.
Well, AD's got to play, dude.
You know, NBA, I think, needs to clear that up a little bit. I think at least come out and try. But again, that's
another show.
The league now.
That's another episode. That's a different episode, Coop.
Yeah,
that's a different episode.
No. I'm done. The Lakers. You know, the fun part about it is, Nick, we just coming back after about 6 weeks off or something like that. So this will be good. The people and our sponsors can hear our voice, hear what we got to say.
We're alive.
Like big 3 seasons almost over with. So once that's over with, now my Thursday through Sundays come back and we get back to our show on Friday, baby.
Dude, we're going to start. We should do this season like a couple next day game reactions to the Lakers games. You know what I mean? Like that'd be fun.
I'm for that.
That'd be fun to just, and I'd love to see some of your friends come on with you and you guys I'll put together a small highlight clip or something and you guys react to it. That would be really fun. I think our listeners would love that, our viewers.
Wow, you know what? We'll start it over. And when the NBA season starts, Showtime with Coop start, okay?
Showtime, baby.
That's what I was going to do, Nick, because it's real hard now. Hey, there you have it. Another new edition of Showtime with Coop, Insightful BS with my Laker teammates, NBA legends, and the legend today was Nick himself. We got it going on. Michael Cooper getting ready to get out of here. I got a pack. I'm going to Boston Garden, baby. I'll be there this weekend. Bring up them old memories. Open up some old wounds. Open some new wounds. I'm coming at you, Nick. Bye. Later.
I'll see you in Beantown, baby. Later.
CLNS History is powered by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.